Story 1. The Time-Bound Encounter.
I remember it like it was yesterday, although it's been years since that fateful day. It was an ordinary morning when I hopped on the subway, just like any other day. Little did I know that this routine commute would be unlike anything I had ever experienced before. As the train rattled along the tracks, I found myself lost in thought, contemplating the day ahead. That's when an old man shuffled into the seat across from me. His weathered face carried the weight of time, and his eyes held a certain wisdom that piqued my curiosity. Feeling a strange magnetism towards this stranger, I struck up a conversation. He responded with a gentle smile, as if expecting my approach. We talked about mundane things at first, weather, work, and the bustling city life. But as our conversation deepened, a sense of foreboding settled upon me. In a hushed voice, the old man leaned closer, his eyes filled with an intensity that sent shivers down my spine. He spoke of a hidden truth, a secret kept from the world, entrusted only to a select few. And, to my utter disbelief, he claimed that I was chosen to be the harbinger of humanity's future. As he spoke, the train rattled on, oblivious to the weight of his words. He revealed that the destiny of our species rested on my actions, that the choices I made would determine the course of human history. It was a burden I never anticipated carrying, a responsibility that was both exhilarating and terrifying. The old man's revelations stirred a maelstrom of emotions within me. Doubt gnawed at the edges of my mind, questioning my sanity and the veracity of his claims. But there was an undeniable sincerity in his voice, a conviction that resonated deep within my soul. In the midst of my inner turmoil, the train pulled into the next station. The doors slid open, and I caught a glimpse of the world beyond. But what I saw froze me in my tracks. It was a future I couldn't fathom, a world transformed by the passage of time. The bustling cityscape I knew so well had crumbled into ruins. Skyscrapers lay shattered and overgrown with vines, while once vibrant streets were now desolate and hauntingly silent. The air was heavy with an eerie stillness, and a sense of abandonment hung in the atmosphere. I turned to the old man, my eyes wide with shock and disbelief. He nodded, confirming the unimaginable truth. I had been transported 50 years into the future. The weight of the responsibility pressed upon me once again, as I realized the magnitude of the task before me. Without further explanation, the old man vanished into thin air, leaving me alone to navigate this unfamiliar world. Fear mingled with determination as I stepped off the train, determined to fulfill my role in shaping the future. In the days that followed, I embarked on a quest to uncover the secrets of this dystopian future. Along the way, I encountered survivors, resilient souls who clung to the remnants of hope. They shared tales of destruction and chaos, painting a grim picture of what had transpired in my absence. With each passing day, my purpose grew clearer. I rallied the survivors, nurturing the flicker of hope within their hearts. Together, we fought against the encroaching darkness, seeking a way to rebuild and restore the world we once knew. It was a long and arduous journey, marked by sacrifice and loss. But through our collective determination, we began to carve a path towards a brighter future. The shadows of the past were slowly replaced by the glimmers of hope, as humanity reclaimed its place in the world. And so, dear viewers, I share this story with you, a testament to the power of the human spirit and the potential that lies within each of us. Never underestimate the impact you can make, for even in the face of unimaginable odds, one person can change the course of history. As I stand here today, reflecting on the trials and triumphs of my journey, I am reminded of the words spoken by that enigmatic old man all those years ago. We are all chosen, in one way or another, to shape the world around us. The question is, will you embrace your destiny or let it slip through your fingers like grains of sand? The choice is yours.
Story 2. Abyss of the Subway.
I never fathomed the horrifying depths to which a single argument could lead, plunging me into a malevolent nightmare from which there seemed no escape. It was on a storm-ridden night, the heavens weeping tears of despair, that the fabric of my reality unraveled and I found myself entangled in a sinister labyrinthine ordeal. As the downpour pelted against the city streets, our relationship reached its breaking point. Harsh words, fueled by resentment, spilled from our lips like poisoned daggers. Overwhelmed by emotions, I stormed off the subway, desperately seeking solace in the solitude of the night. Stepping onto the desolate platform, the world outside dissolved into darkness, devoured by an unnerving silence. The train doors slid open, revealing a cavernous carriage that exuded an inexplicable chill. An instinctive hesitation gripped me, yet an irresistible pull urged me to venture inside. I settled into a seat beside the window, casting a wary glance at the gloomy expanse beyond. The train jolted forward, propelling me into an abyss of the unknown. The once familiar underground tunnels twisted into nightmarish shapes, as if morphing into the sinister embodiment of my innermost fears. Station after station passed by, their names twisted and distorted, like whispers of long-forgotten secrets. The atmosphere grew oppressive, suffocating, as if the very air conspired against me. Unease coiled around my heart, entwining with the remnants of our bitter argument, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I had been swallowed by a malevolent force, where the boundaries of reality dissolved. Time became a cruel jest as the train hurtled on, unyielding in its relentless march. Days blurred into weeks, weeks bled into months, and still, the train barreled forward without reprieve. The spectral faces of other passengers materialized, their hollow eyes fixed upon me with a chilling intensity that rattled my very core. Panic clawed at my throat, primal fear coursing through my veins, as I desperately pleaded for the train to halt, to release me from its clutches. But my cries vanished into the abyss, swallowed by the all-consuming darkness of the tunnels. There was no escape, no respite from the maddening spiral of this never-ending voyage. Starvation gnawed at my insides, fatigue drained my spirit, and the crumbling remnants of my sanity threatened to disintegrate into dust. I became a phantom, a mere specter of my former self, my reflection in the window a haunting reminder of the life I had lost. The outside world faded into obscurity, leaving only the ceaseless motion of the subway and the festering emptiness consuming my soul. Years merged with decades, and still, the train hurtled forward, its path shrouded in eternal darkness. Time became an enigma, a distorted illusion, as I became ensnared within my own desires, trapped within the suffocating embrace of regret and longing. To this day, I remain ensnared, lost within the merciless embrace of the subway's endless abyss. The bitterness of my wish, the yearning to undo the irreversible damage of our argument, relentlessly torments me. I am condemned to wander these wretched tunnels, forever haunted by the haunting realization that my hasty words have irreversibly fractured our bond. As you embark on your own journey through life, dear listener, take heed of the power your words hold and the irreversible consequences they may unleash. Cherish your loved ones, for within the depths of anger, an ordinary subway ride can become an infernal descent into a timeless void, where regret and despair reign supreme, and escape becomes an unfathomable enigma.